Cubans who call Vermont home are waiting to hear from their loved ones.
Although Vermont's Cuban population is a bit small, they're coming together to support one another during this time. Our Jackson Stover caught up with some of them today. Jackson, some of them still can't get in contact with their families.
No, Brian, Liz, they can't. Many of the victims in Cuba are in the dark and haven't been able to make calls to their family living in Vermont.
Missing people, toppled houses, and washed out roads.
It was hit really bad.
Just some of what Eduardo Loyola's uncle tells him Hurricane Melissa left in its wake while barreling through Cuba.
There's a lot of flooding in there. A lot of people lose their houses.
Eduardo is no stranger to storms. He's lived through devastating hurricanes before moving to the U.S. in the 90s.
When I was a kid, there was a hurricane in Cuba that was, to me, it was one of the biggest one I ever seen. The water raised about 25 to 30 feet high and went inside the city about 5 miles inside.
He's anxiously waiting to hear from the rest of his loved ones that still live there. It's also a waiting game for Oscar Aaron Seba, founder of Santiago's in Burlington.
It's sad. It's very sad and difficult to talk about.
He worries about his family living in the hard-hit areas.
I'm a little worried about them. The infrastructure there, ever since even going back all the way to Maria, did a lot of damage a few years ago. So it's very concerning for the people of Cuba.
The small Cuban population living in Vermont is coming together in this time and hope to see relief efforts come from their state. Law professor Jared Carter has led academic exchanges to Cuba for the last 15 years. He's concerned about the extra steps it might take for Vermonters to send support to Cuba, with certain travel restrictions on the island country.
So you have to get all sorts of licenses from the Treasury Department to ship things. And so it makes it hard to do. So unfortunately, I haven't heard of anybody at this point planning to do something like that. And I think part of it is the logistics. You know, it takes time to get the Treasury Department to give you a license. And as we all know, the government's shut down. So you're not going to get a license.
The storm has since moved off of Cuba, and officials are getting the scope of the damage.
Now, I'm told the U.S. State Department is deploying a regional disaster response team and other resources across Caribbean countries, including Cuba, at this hour. In the newsroom, I'm Jackson Stover, NBC5 News.